been meaning to do this video for ages because I did do a blog post on my top 5 favourite cleansers a couple of months ago now, and I was supposed to do like a little video to go with it, and I just didn't get around to it. So as we're in lockdown, I've got more time to do things. So here it is, my top 5 cleansers. So I'm going to start off with the ones that I use in the day, which are not, I wouldn't say great makeup removers, but just still amazing cleansers, hence them being my favourites. So I'm going to start with this one, which is basically the Estee Lauder Perfectly Clean Multi-Action Foam Cleanser. Now this is the kind of foam that's not like a drying out foam, it's really nice. So I basically apply this to damp skin, work it in the mornings, and my skin just feels, always feels so hydrated and fresh and just like ready. If I'm ever having kind of like moments of my skin just not feeling great, I'll always go back to this cleanser because it just makes my skin feel so good. And I always, like, one tip that I've definitely picked up, I can't remember where from, but one thing that I've been trying the past few months is to basically, with any cleanser, is to basically work it in and keep on massaging it into your skin for like 1 to 2 minutes. Obviously 3 is better. Some of the cleansers I'm using are expensive, and like, what is the point of literally putting them in your face and then washing off? Like, let them work into your skin, get into the pores. See, my skin has like looked so much better, feels so much better, looks brighter, and people have commented as well that my skin is looking really good, and it's because I've actually been like working my cleansers in for 1 to 2 minutes, which seems really basic, but I wasn't doing that before because I was always in a rush. So this one you can actually leave for longer. You can leave it for like 5 to 10 minutes as a face mask on your face, and then once you add more and more water, it will like foam up, and I just remove everything with a hot cloth, warm cloth, not hot. You know, it removes makeup fine, but I wouldn't say it's like one of the best makeup removers from the cleansers, but this is such a great cleanser. So I love that, and I always have like a travel size version of this as well. Whenever I see it in like Japanfusion or Sephora or something like that, I'll always pick it up because it's just like a great one to travel with. This one is from a brand called Samaya Ayurvedic skincare, and this is basically the hydrating cleanser, and not like the best makeup remover, that's why I use it in the mornings, but whenever I use this, like, my skin just feels amazing. I discovered this about a year ago, and it was gifted to me, not paid to do this video by them, but it was gifted to me, and I basically work this into like dry skin and just kind of work it in. It's got like a really nice balmy texture to it, like a balmy oil, like work it into my skin and then just like rinse off with a warm cloth, and again just makes my skin feel really hydrated. It's almost like it leaves that hydration and that moisture, so my skin's not like crying for moisturiser straight after I've used this. Like, it just feels really nice. My next one is this Roche-Posay Effaclar gel cleanser. So this I use on slightly damp skin, and again it like foams but ever so slightly, and not the kind of foam that dries out your skin. It's really nice, very gentle cleanser, but when I feel like I'm having loads of breakouts just from stress, going on the tube, time of the month, any of that kind of stuff, this is always the go-to cleanser because it just really works with like breakouts and things like that. So it's a really nice one. Again, I wouldn't say it's like the best makeup remover in the world, but I do use this morning and evening, especially when I'm having like those awful breakouts. Like, this is like the go-to cleanser, and I use this in the evening, and it does remove makeup, but not as good, not as well as the other two I'm about to talk about. Night cleansers or evening cleansers. The first one is this Beauty Pie one. It's the Japanfusion Pure Transforming Cleanser. So this I work on like dry skin. So when you first apply it, it applies like a really nice balm, quite similar to the Samaya one, and it basically, like, you can just see it removing all the makeup. It gets right into your pores, removes all the makeup, and then as soon as you add water, it turns into like a milky texture. It feels so lovely on the skin, and then I just literally take a warm cloth, rinse it all off, and you can see like all my makeup on the warm cloth. Like, literally such a good makeup remover. And also, like, you can use it on the eyes as well. It's really gentle, so I like use it on the eyes, kind of remove my eye makeup as well. Obviously I do use eye makeup remover first anyway, but anything that's kind of like left over, it will remove it. I used to use this on a daily basis, and for some reason I didn't realise that it's got vitamin C in it, which it does have, which is great. Obviously everyone loves vitamin C, but for some reason on me, if I use vitamin C on a daily basis, I always seem to like break out around this like chin and mouth area. And I was using this every day and I just didn't understand, and then I think I was in the tube and I saw an advert for this and I was like, oh, it's got vitamin C in it, that's why I'm breaking out. And I was using it with like retinol products and stuff, and it just, you know, wasn't reacting very well. So if you do use this, obviously don't use retinols or like other acids alongside it unless it's hyaluronic acid, that's fine. And I basically have cut down to using this like only twice or maybe 3 times a week when I'm not using any other acids in my evening routine, and my skin is much better for it. Last one, and this, I think like this is just my absolute favourite cleanser at the moment, and it's the Animus Pro-Collagen cleanser. This is the rose one. I love the original one as well, and I love the smell of the original one too, but I really love the smell of this rose one. The consistency is exactly the same, so you just work it onto dry skin. Again, your skin doesn't have to be wet, and it's just like this really nice balm that you just like apply all over the face, and it just feels so spa-like all over your face. It's a big tub, and like it's expensive, the Elemis one. I can't remember exactly how much it is, but it is expensive. Again, this was gifted to me, but I will definitely be buying it again when it's finished. I don't know if I'll be getting the rose one or the original one because they're both so good. But you don't need a lot, like you just need kind of like one finger swipe, and that will kind of like be enough for your whole face, and you can work it in for a couple of minutes and then take a hot warm cloth and take it off, and it just feels so luxurious, especially before you go to sleep. I love the rose scent as well, like before bed. It just smells lovely. It's a good makeup remover as well. It dissolves all your makeup as you're working into your skin. It's just, I just can't explain how nice this is. Like, it's just such a lovely texture and everything, and I can't stop smelling it, as you can tell. So yes, these are my top 5 favourite cleansers. Let me know if you've tried them, or comment below and let me know if there's anything similar that I should be trying. Hold your face for 1 to 2 minutes, work the cleanser in, and you'll notice the difference.